Hello, welcome to my lair. Strange man. This is the Spectrum Gatekeeper channel, and I am the Spectrum Gatekeeper. But of course, if I'm saying it like that, you're not really going to know what's going on. If you're a regular here, you're going to be thinking, who is this guy speaking? That can't be the Spectrum Gatekeeper, because when it's the Spectrum Gatekeeper, doesn't he normally open it with, "For I am the Spectrum Gatekeeper"? And if you're new here, I'm sorry. Memories. I was sitting thinking, I was playing Fortnite actually, I'll be honest. I do enjoy a little bit of the Fortnite. I might be slightly old to play it, but how they say, I'm good on the sticks. You'll get smoked if you face me, god damn it. And I'm just sitting playing Fortnite thinking, obviously my son's getting into games, and well, not getting into games, he's heavily into games to be fair, and he has been from a age that he probably shouldn't have been, if I'm being honest, but he copies his dad, doesn't he? So yeah, my son plays Fortnite. I'm playing a bit of Fortnite with him, and I'm thinking these are going to be his retro memories. Have I introduced the channel? I haven't I? Yeah, sorry, I forget. These are going to be his retro memories, like Fortnite and wrestling. Like, he's at a really young age, not really young, but he's at a young age, and these are going to be his memories. And when he tries to explain how he felt playing these games to his kids when I'm dead, he'll actually struggle to encapsulate the feeling, because for him it will encompass not just playing the game, but is playing it with his old man, memories of me there with him, right? It'll conjure up memories of him coming home from football and then gaming. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, it's the same with the Spectrum. I guess it's the same with anything, but with gaming in particular, because you're performing an action, and that action sort of combines with the nostalgia at the time. It's hard to explain. So think of it like this, right? Back in the day, the Spectrum for me was a bubble of escapism. It's a way for me to escape, all right? There was a girl at school that I liked. She never liked me. There was two girls. They didn't like me because I had little man boobies and picky afro, and I walked around with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comics. And back then, the girls liked football and that, didn't they? So I was a bit of a dork, in all fairness. But those memories are with me, and they weren't necessarily sad memories, but they're with me. And with those particular memories now, when I'm going back thinking now in my head, I'm thinking of like New Zealand Story, games that I played at the time, Turbo Outrun, Double Dragon on the Spectrum, and these were all games that, I'm not saying I went home and cried into me pillow about it, but it was associated with those feelings and the emotions at the time. So when I think of Double Dragon, I think of it in a way that's different to somebody just booting on an emulation of it, like Double Dragon on the Spectrum, in a way that's different to somebody booting on an emulation of it or playing the new Spectrum console if they weren't there at the time. Because Double Dragon for me not only means Double Dragon the game, it means being 14 years old. It means walking home from school. It means trying to write "I love you" to certain girls at the time. It means mum cooking roast chicken in the oven, me going upstairs gaming, me getting told off staying up too late playing Double Dragon. Do you know what I'm saying? Double Dragon has all those memories with it, and that's why I think, I tried to explain it in another video, that's why I think when you play the Spectrum, if you weren't there at the time, it's hard to sort of understand how powerful how powerful the nostalgia is with it, because you had to also really use your imagination for a lot of the visuals and a lot of the graphics when you're playing it. Like, you had to kind of almost pretend the visuals were better than they were in some cases. Your mind sort of worked overtime, so to speak. Some of these games really did look poor, but at the time we enjoyed them, we made them good. In our mind, it was a different world. I remember telling my parents that, they were all excited to get me this, we'll get you this Spectrum. And it was the deal, it was the bundle with the Donkey Kong, and somebody on it, I couldn't remember what the bundle was, but somebody told me it was the Dixon's bundle, and it had to come with the joystick with it. and Ian Botham's tennis, from what I remember, and like these little tapes, and a Donkey Kong, doom 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 doom, boom boom boom, doom 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 doom, and all of that is associated with me wearing my school tie, me coming home, me ringing up, I won't say her name, but me ringing up a certain girl in the actual telephone book, finding a number, ringing it, then her dad answering, and me hitting myself. Do you know what I mean? All of that, while the game was loading, sort of thing, and all of that is associated with Donkey Kong. Do you know what I mean? So when somebody who wasn't there at the time goes back and plays Donkey Kong, Spectrum emulation, they're just seeing the raw visuals and nothing that comes with it. And this obviously isn't exclusive to Spectrum. This would apply to any console. Hence me saying at the beginning, my son will have these same memories and these same feelings as well. It's quite emotional. I'm getting emotional here, in all fairness. Like, that time was my old man being alive, and it was just a powerful time. I also remember seeing Garfield on my mate's computer. I was oh man, it blew me little panties off. That did. Like, I'm not even a cat fan, to be fair. I did like Garfield though, but I played it, and I think he had an Atari ST, and I saw it, and the colours were amazing. It looked like the cartoon to me. Obviously, if I go back and look at it now, it probably looks pretty wank, but at the time it looked really good. So I got the Spectrum version, which I've actually physically got. I've still got that Spectrum version of Garfield, and even though the visuals weren't the same as the Atari ST, they had that the sprites were drawn really well, and I associate Garfield with walking past Drayton Close all the way down to the bottom, turning left and going down a little council estate to my mate. I won't say his name because I'm going to say something else about him in a minute. To my mate's house, going in there and playing his Spectrum. I remember another time I went to a friend's house, played, I think it might have been BMX Simulator. He had loads of Codemasters games, and I was upstairs and his granddad was downstairs, and he shouted up and he said, "Hey, have you got a bloody up there?" Referring to my race in a way that was unfavourable. And to this day, I still remember being SHID scared of being in that bloody house while we were playing games, and his granddad was going bonkers because my mate had a friend who was a different hue to him, hence that said friend being me. And I've still got that memory, and I associate that memory with BMX Simulator. So when I play BMX Simulator, it's all those feelings come to the forefront. Do you know what I mean? And it's really powerful with us Spectrum owners. Again, this is the same for Atari ST, Commodore, I'm guessing as well. You've all got your own memories associated with it. But I think our memories are a bit more potent because we had to work a bit harder. Our brains were going in bloody overdrive because we had to make these bloody colour crash poo graphics even better. So we had to make our own imagination work. So our brain was like, steam was coming out of our ears. Oh, beautiful moments, beautiful memories. But I guess the point I'm making is, you can never, I sound like Grandpa Simpson shouting at the clouds, "You guys, in my day." But it is true though. You had to be there. It's almost like arcade machines. You can download MAME emulator and play it on your flat screen, and it's like, all right. But you had to be there. The arcade cabinets were big. It was all smoky because people were smoking. The CRT big screens, the feel of it, putting the money in the slot, the dodgy sticks, the massive beautiful artwork on the side of the cabinet. You don't get that when you play the MAME game. So it's everything that come with it, and that is why I believe computers, microcomputers like the Spectrum and the Commodore and all of that early era gaming, if us old lot who were there at the time, you're just never going to be able to replicate that. And we're the last of a dying breed in a way, like the birth of hardcore gaming, and with the Spectrum, the birth of like bedroom coding. And we should be, I don't think proud's the right word, but it's a special thing, isn't it? That's why we all love this retro. Oh God, man, don't get me going. I'm getting emotional now. I mean, even if you only get fragmented parts of these memories that I'm blabbing on about, at least we get some of the memory, don't we? And that is a beautiful thing. Huh? Oh, wasn't that nice, isn't it? A little bit of memory reminiscing there. Let's stop now before I spoil it. I always do that. Now, I'm riffing now. Stop it. Let me know your memories, your Spectrum memories. What memories did you have? Do you have any games that are associated with particular memories? I'd be really interested to know that, actually. As you guys know in the comments, as soon as you start talking about back in the day stuff, I can't stop. So that's the benefit of being a really, 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 really small channel, that I can reply to comments and have a good old chat with you. All right, I'm going to go. If you enjoyed the content, click that like button, share it, subscribe if you are new. Be easy. Behave yourself. See you later.